one. I clicked it already, so it's filming.
Okay. Hi, Vinian.
For the purpose of this channel, when I'm filming, call me Oleander, if you will.
Oh, I'll try.
Oh no, it's fine. Okay,
Really?
fine. I'm not gonna make you do that.
No,
Okay.
no, I will. I
So,
will.
oh, okay. But for context, ladies and gentlemen, my legal name is Finian James Coyle, and I mean I shouldn't like dox myself or anything, but you know we're at that level. We're at that level. So,
Yeah,
um,
but people can still be creepy, Vinian.
okay. Well, you're right. Um, however, if you do a quick Google search of my name, I'm gonna see what I find. Hold on.
Yeah, see what you find. That's kind of funny.
Let's see. There's a Finian Coil, Finn Coil on Instagram. There is pictures of dudes, pretty hot dudes, and no pictures of me. I think there used to be a picture of me on Google.
Well, then that's probably good.
Yeah. So anyway, this topic for today's video, which Kelly so graciously wanted slash was able slash was interested in participating in was.
Being
Kelly,
sober.
drum roll, please. Staying sober through tough times.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so I got a lot of
Let's go.
useful advice.
Okay.
War and adversity. When you're feeling like, what's the use? It's all going to hell anyway.
Yeah, but anybody can say that, but that's like a defeatist way of looking at shit. You have to. The only reason it goes to hell is because good people don't. We don't fight enough against it because we don't think we can.
Fair enough.
I think you know.
I know what you mean. So
Okay.
YouTube, if you didn't notice, I'm a little bit tired. I'm I, I'm a little bit of a. I told Kelly I'm a little bit of a sleepy peep today, because my my mom woke me up from an hour long sleep just to take my meds, and when I woke up, I realized, oh shit, Kelly already told me she was willing to do a special little interview spot on my newest episode of Oleander Talks to the Camera.
You don't sound that sleepy.
Like I
I think
said,
you're
I'm
good.
tired. As I'm tired.
Right on. So you're not as on.
Yes, correct. I'm not as on, but that's okay. This channel is all about living authentically, according to the casting vision for 2025 video. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna roll with it.
Kadoki.
All
Okay,
right.
what's your next question, Jillian?
Doing the next right thing is difficult.
Doing the right. What do you mean right? Right next thing, according to whom? Right is subjective, just like everything else is.
Yes. So it's according to either a program of recovery, or B, your higher power.
Okay, so say it. I'm sorry. Say that again now.
I'll put this in context. Doing the next
Okay.
right thing is difficult unless you put it in the context of a program or what your higher power would want you to do.
Okay.
But it still can be difficult, so let's talk about that.
It can be difficult, I think, about a lot of things because we're only humans. So what we think is right might be wrong, and what we think is wrong might be right. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying. It's like yin and
Like the
yang.
whole thing about the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Do you get that?
I kind of vibe with that. I kind of don't. Like it immediately like struck up a red flag for me. Like someone who says that is not you, but like someone who says that is kind of a little bit ignorant, because I think if you have good intentions, then you're not necessarily going to go to hell.
No, 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 no. But I don't think it's literal hell. I think it's more of internal
So
hell.
so like
So let's
being an
say you're doing.
so being an
Let's say you're doing stuff for all your friends.
okay.
You're not taking care of yourself. Everything that you're doing, you have good intentions behind it, correct? But if you're not taking, let's say
Sure. I think taking care of yourself, not taking care of yourself can maybe have the good intention of serving others, but if you're neglecting your own needs to serve others, I feel like that's not really a good
there's no way to
intention.
help anybody else because you're not balanced.
Right. So, the next point is look at less news on things that I have no control over.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay?
I do not watch the news. The only thing that I do is I go and I get the highlights to see if we're about to be attacked or if we're still a country.
Okay, that's valid. The establishment wants you to use and to be afraid.
I don't even know if the establishment necessarily wants you to use. I don't even know if the establishment necessarily wants us to be afraid. I think the establishment is afraid.
Okay, so is the
And
establishment
they
also
put that
using?
on us. But as far as wanting to use, the only time that I could say that is if I went back to the whole weird conspiracies of when, like when the Black Panthers were coming up and they were getting educated and they were all about being strong, educated black people and all of this stuff, and then all of a sudden, crack and heroin were there from nowhere.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
there.
So that's kind of what I was talking about.
So to try to silence an individual group, maybe an individual group would want to silence an individual group, yes, I have no problem that we would do that.
Okay. So the next strategy is worry about what's in your hula hoop.
Let's see. I understand that.
Okay.
Yes, but it also is, there's things outside your hula hoop that you have to worry about as well. Or your
Like
hula hoop will
like
be
your
dead.
children, like your children.
Just everything. I mean, like, so if you live if you're like doing really well in an area and your hoop is full of love
So
and
sorry, just
happiness,
to interject. You mean most things and not everything.
yes,
Okay.
there is nothing, not everything. Um, but then there's people on the outskirts that don't have anything, then that should be your concern as well.
That's
So
correct.
that yours can be more, yours isn't as, everything's got to be balanced.
Right. Okay.
I guess, I don't know if I answered it.
You did. You did.
Okay.
It's about it's about it's about more than just a physical hula hoop. It's about a figurative hula hoop, meaning your hula hoop could extend all the way to the edge of your city. Like you can.
I think that, yes, yes. Or like the edge of everything, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay, so in a spiritual sense, I know, but I don't think the audience really understands.
so in a spiritual sense, I don't think we should have a hula hoop.
Yeah,
I
right.
think we should just all be together.
Garden of Eden type
Um,
shit.
but I don't really know how to answer it in a different way. I don't think.
That's fine.
Okay.
So,
Because everything I think about is spiritually, so it's hard. That one's a hard one for me.
okay, that's no big deal.
Okay.
Play the tape back. Havoc being wreaked in the past.
Play the tape back and what?
Havoc being wreaked in the past.
Okay. What is it? This is so what is this? Is this a question?
No, this is a piece of advice. So if you're worried about what's going to happen next, you should play the
Mm.
tape back and see all the havoc that was wreaked in the past.
And well, it's the same thing as you have to understand history or it's going to repeat itself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Don't get angry, accept, reflect and change.
I've always had a problem with that one. I've had a problem with anybody that says don't get it this way because we are created with those emotions.
I think
I
the
think it's
better
perfectly okay.
phrase is be aggressive. Or sorry, not aggressive. Be assertive, not aggressive. But when you do get aggressive, accept the facts, reflect on yourself and change your attitude.
I think that you can get upset and angry without getting aggressive. And it is
Yes.
hard, especially if it's something that you're real passionate about. But that's
Right.
one of those things where it's like you just have to,
It's a fine line.
yes. Yes, it's like love and hate. There's a thin line between that. There's a thin line between everything.
Right.
That's why balance is so fucking hard.
All right. Um so here's the thing, it's a kind of a spiritual concept. One day at a time and I have a debt to repay.
Nobody has a debt to repay.
How do you mean?
I mean, a debt to whom?
To the
To the
people we've
universe?
hurt when we were using.
No. Mm-mm. I don't believe that. I don't think that you have a debt to repay. I think that everybody deserves an apology for this is what I did, but there is no debt because we are human beings and you made mistakes that hurt you as well.
Right. I agree.
So I have a problem with that one because it's like, I understand what I did to you. I understand that me using and all this stuff scared you. And I know that all of these things that I did, but I guarantee you it hurt me more.
Yep.
I just can't explain it.
Okay. Outside factors do affect me, but they don't affect my serenity.
I don't.
Maybe this doesn't apply to you.
Well, I'm trying to put myself in a different situation to understand that.
Okay.
Um, I believe that anything that can upset your serenity is going to upset you. It just depends on how you deal with it.
Right, which is kind of why I phrased it like that. Outside factors do affect me, but they don't affect my serenity, meaning if I'm serene, I'm accepting the things that affect me and I'm not letting
Correct.
them change me.
Correct. I understand what you're saying. There's a great movie, Finian, called it's just sweet. It's not great, but it is very sweet. And it's called shit. I'll have to think about it, but this guy sells his soul to the devil because he wants to, but she's really hot. Just the name of that movie. It's got Brendan Fraser in it. I'll look it up. And at the very end of the movie, the people that are just sitting like if there's a monk, everybody's real fast moving, okay?
Okay.
But the people that are real still, there's a monk, and there's people that are in love with each other.
Oh.
It's so good. Hold on, let me tell you the name of the movie. Oh, it's Bedazzled.
Oh, that's lovely. That's a lovely title.
Yes, and it's a remake of like a movie from like the 60s or 70s, but it's got Brendan Fraser in it, and he's super cute.
I
And
I like
it's
that.
got Elizabeth Hurley, who is a hot little number. But
Uh,
it's very sweet. She plays the devil. He is like, I don't want to be this loser anymore. And then the whole story is about, it's within you, right? Everything is within you. And then at the end, it just shows that real love can just calm people. It's so sweet.
Real love can just calm people. That's a good thing. So as we speak, I have lost seemingly my vape, and
It's in your bed next to you under your pillow.
under my pillow. To my knowledge, that's not where it is.
Okay, good. I didn't want to be right.
Um,
It's going to be in your covers, Finian.
in my covers. Okay, you're right. You're probably right. Um, this is too bad. Okay,
You
whatever.
need to
Well,
find.
I don't need to find it to finish this episode. We'll say that.
Do you need to smoke a cigarette? You can go outside. All your people should know that you smoke cigarettes too.
Yeah,
Because
well,
he's a badass.
here, wait. Let me grab one. I showed them in the fairy godmother, the first gifts with fairy
Oh,
godmother video. But yes, here's a
I
cigarette.
love you.
I
Yes, I
smoke
love you
it.
so much, Penny.
Say what?
I said I love you so much.
I love you. I love you, special lady.
I
All right, so here's the
love
next.
the fact that we met each other.
Yes.
Ask me your next thing.
Get out of your head and into your heart.
True. How? True.
Okay.
True. That's good. It's just hard to do that.
It is hard. I wasn't saying it was easy. But here's a strategy. Would you like to hear a strategy?
I would love to.
I am saved by grace through faith.
Okay.
What that
Okay.
what that can mean for you is I am more alive because other people forgive me, or other people have, love for me, even though I don't really think I deserve it, but I know I deserve it.
Correct. Correct. I think that we've also been taught. So we've also been taught a lot of shame and things over the years, just from the government, from everyone. So once you drop that and you drop all that shit, life gets a lot better because we are only human.
Right on.
We don't. I mean,
Can you paraphrase that?
what do you mean?
Once we drop the shit, it gets better, or something like that.
When you just drop everything that they've taught you, when you drop shame and fear and just fear of even being ourselves, if you drop all that, then your life gets so much better because shame and fear, all that stuff is a lie. It is a lie in your face.
Yep.
Fear is a lie.
All
I
right.
mean, like, I'm scared of snakes, but as far as spiritually, fear is what they teach us is a lie.
So, trust God who freely gives grace and restores us to trust God who freely gives grace and restores us to sanity, not people who are fallible, and trust the program.
Yes, you have to trust a higher power. We are only human. That's why anybody that says that they have all the answers, or they know what's true, or they know
They're a
what's right,
cult leader or a
not listen.
politician.
Don't even church people. Don't listen to anybody that ever tells you they know every answer. They're lying to themselves, and they're going to lie to you, even if they don't mean to, because there's no way that we have all the answers. We are only human. That's what faith is all about, right?
Yes.
It's just believe in yourself and believe in other people, and don't believe the lies that are told. You guys are in a beautiful situation that we never were. You have all this information at your fingertips.
Damn right.
Bless you.
All right, you want to hear the next part?
I do.
Be dedicated and happy to and with the people that are closest to you.
Yes, but you can't be happy with everybody all the time. You can have love and empathy. I think you should have love and empathy for people that you love.
Sure, but love and empathy, yeah, like you're saying, it doesn't necessarily denote happiness.
Correct. Happiness comes from within a human. There are external factors that can make you feel good, but true happiness only comes from within us. Period. There's no other way. I love being around you. I love talking with you.
Me too.
But neither one of us, we can make the other one feel happy, we can make the other one feel loved. But true happiness is going to come from us. You know what I mean?
Contentment.
Correct. Yes. If that's a true thing.
It's what I realize a lot of the time when I call you and I'm tired. You're like, "Oh, baby, you're so tired." And I'm like, "I feel like shit." And you're like, "Oh, is it because of X?" And I'm like, "No, it's because of Y, I think." And you're like,
Right.
"Oh." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm still not feeling good. But then we talk more about it, about the feeling, and it's like it gets less heavy.
Well, of course, because you're getting out whatever's inside you that you're trying to get out. Whatever, everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to be heard. And everybody has a story. And everybody should have that person that isn't going to judge them,
Right.
that isn't going to even, I mean, be hurt, yes, but hurt in a way for that person, not hurt for them. Does that make sense?
Yes. You said hurt in
Like
a way for that
like
person?
when I hear certain things, when I know certain things about you, and it makes me sad. But it makes me sad that you had to deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
That's funny. That's a funny thing.
it's not.
No, it's funny because of what it brought up for me. So, there was a time where I broke my collarbone. I was in the hospital, and my boyfriend at the time was telling me, "Oh my God, this is so scary. This is blah blah blah." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that must be pretty tough for you."
Are you like, guess who else is real hard for? It's me because of
No, because
fucking broken
no, because I
collarbone.
was I was so deep in shock from the injury that I couldn't think about myself.
I mean, that's one of your problems. That's been one of your problems this whole time. Is that you have people are always like, drug addicts are so selfish. Drug addicts are this, and drug addicts are this. And yeah, and I will say, I will always be a drug addict, no matter how long I've been clean. Right?
Sure.
That's just who I am.
That's what the topic of the video is about.
Right. Will always be a drug addict. I will. I will always be one. But at the same time, now I forgot because I started thinking about partying. What were we
Understandable.
talking about? Just the fact that a lot of times we get fucked up and stuff because we don't know how to say no to people.
Yep. Yep.
We don't know how to stand up for ourselves in a healthy way. So we just get fucked up, and then if somebody's mean to us or if we're sad, somebody can just be like, again, it is more socially acceptable to be a drug addict than to just be weird and have emotion.